everybody, welcome back to another Sundog Tech Tip video. My name is Mallory Albright. I'm the marketing manager here at Sundog, and in this video I'll be covering some important topics that will help you stay on top of your inbox. First, I'll show you how to add and export contacts from Outlook so you can easily communicate with your colleagues and clients. I'll then demonstrate how to group and ungroup messages in your inbox, making it easier to find and organize your emails. I'll then walk you through how to react to emails, including how to reply, forward, and flag messages for follow-up. And then, lastly, I'll show you how to share your calendar with your coworkers so you can always have an idea of where they are in their workflow. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how to manage your emails in Outlook, saving you time and increasing your productivity. So let's get started. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to add a contact. As you can see already at the top of the search bar, you'll see Mallory Albright. So I'm just going to add my personal email to my contacts list, since I tend to get pictures sent to me from the rest of the staff here, and I have to download them and usually email them back to myself or something along those lines. So I'm going to add my contact information into the system recognizes it. So I'm just going to hover over that name, and I can click the three dots here, and that's going to pull up a larger version. So now I can click on those dots again, and it will give me an add to contacts option. So I'm going to add that. So I'm going to change my first and last name. I'm going to add my last name in here as my email. This is when you would be able to go through and you could add a chat, you could add their phone number, the company that they work for, etc. So I'm just going to hit save because I don't want to do the rest of that. And now the contact has been successfully saved to my inbox. Another way that you can go about doing it, I sent a test message earlier, but I'm going to go to my sent folder, and I created a group message. You can still hover over each of these. You'll still get the same pull-up like you saw with mine. You would hit the three dots again. If you wanted to edit a contact that already exists, you can hit that. If not, the option will be to add the contact there. So that's another way that you can go about finding those contacts and adding them in without individually typing everybody's name into the search bar. Alrighty, so the next step I'm going to show you is how to add a contact when you've never had them in your contact section before, but you have all of their information. You need to do it from scratch. It's really simple. So just go over to the left-hand side of your Outlook and hit the third button down. It should say People, and there'll be a little person icon. If you click that, then you'll go to New Contact. Hit that, and it has the same pop-up that we had earlier. You'll just have to plug in all your information manually. Once you're done, you'll hit the save button, and now you'll have your contact added. Alrighty, so the next thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to export your contacts from Outlook. So the first step would obviously be make sure you've added all of your contacts, so make sure you did that first step that we talked about earlier in the video. Otherwise, you won't have any contacts when you go to export. So where do you go to do this? You need to be in the same section that we were just in. You need to be in the People section. So the third button down, People icon, but go all the way over to the right and click Manage Contacts, and I'm going to hit Export Contacts. You will have a pop-up that says which contacts do you want to export. Contacts from this folder, and depending on the folder settings that you have, you'll have options. Right now I don't have those set up, so all I have for options is all contacts, which is fine because that's what I wanted. So all I'm going to have to do is hit export, and it's going to export and put it in my downloads folder as contacts.csv file. Depending on your Outlook, I have the new version. If you have the older version, you might have to take a few more extra steps in order to export your contacts. I'll leave the link to the Microsoft 365 instructions on how to do this in the description of this video in case you do have the older version of Outlook. So look down below for that. So the next thing I'll be showing you is how to group or ungroup your emails. So when you're sending a message to somebody, it usually is in an email chain that's grouped together in your inbox. So if you're only wanting to reply to a certain email, you might have a difficult time going through and digging through that whole email chain to figure out which email you need to respond to first. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you could change the layout of that so it can make it easier for you to organize your messages. So I'm going to go to the View tab. I already have it up right now, so I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to click the Messages box and go to Conversations. You'll see there's two different options, and one is Group into Conversations, so this would be showing the whole email chain, or Show each message separately. So if you wanted to spread them out, all you need to do is click the Show each message separately, and it's going to break down my messages into individual pieces so I could just do one email follow-up at a time. So the second way that you could go about changing the group settings that you have on your email account is to go all the way to the right hand side of your screen, go to the very top and hit the settings button, and then you're going to go to mail, and then you're going to stay in the layout section. You're going to scroll down until you see message organization. How do you want your messages to be organized? And again, you'll have that same option, show emails grouped by conversation or show email as individual messages. I want it grouped again, so I'm going to change that back. And that's also going to give you some ways that you can arrange the reading pane here. So you can put the newest messages always at the top, the newest at the bottom, or show each message separately. And do you want to see deleted items in your conversations? I have yes. I want to see what's been deleted in the past, or you can hide that. So you can change all that here, and there's a lot of other options that you can go through in terms of layout in this settings panel. So I'm going to hit save, and now my settings have been changed back. The next thing I'll be showing you today is how you can respond to the emails that come in. The first thing is reactions. So reactions can be found along the top of your email, and you'll see a little smiley face next to the reply section. If I just click on that, you'll see a thumbs up, a heart, some confetti, laughing face, a surprise, and a sad face. So I'm just going to give this a heart to show that I reacted, and Casey will get this on her end as well. Now if you want to reply, you can hit the reply button, and this will just reply just to Casey, and you can type in your message and hit send like you normally do. I'm gonna go back one. Now if I hit reply all, let's say there's multiple people in the email chain, that means everybody that is in that email will get the email, so be careful on what you're clicking on. Now let's say I wanted to forward this email. Maybe I want to share the webinar link that's in that email. I'll just type in Madeline's name or whoever else I want to, and then I can send that message. We have a couple more options with the More Options tab. It'll have the reply all, forward other reply options, reply all by meeting, or forward as an attachment is also an option. You can simply delete, mark as unread, you can flag this message for later, so you can make sure it's at the top of your inbox. I flagged it, and on the left hand side here with all my other messages, you'll see a little red flag. I can unflag it from that same option. I can report or block. I could print the email out, save, or view. So those are all options right there within your email, so you can react and reply to your colleagues as you see fit. So the last thing I'll be showing you today is how to share your calendar with your colleagues. You're going to make sure Outlook is open and go to the second option here on the left hand side. It says calendar. You're going to go all the way over to the share option and hit calendar. And now I'm going to choose Jane. I know she doesn't have access to my calendar. And I'm going to change what she can see. So I'm going to just do can view when I'm busy. And I'm going to hit share, and now she will get an email invitation on her button that she will have to accept in order to view my calendar, and vice versa. She will have to go through the same steps that I just showed in order for me to view hers. Thanks again for tuning in to this week's tech tip video. Don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.